The name is Yusuf Abubakar. To me, I studied computer engineering in Newcastle. I'm into fashion. I'd like to say serial entrepreneur because I do different things at the same time. So I started a brand called Arewa Polo almost 7 years now. And then I also designed for football players in Newcastle. And I designed for Bobby Valentino. He has a collection under my line. I did a collection for Oprah Winfrey Network series for Flex and Shanice All in the Family. That was in 2014. And I've been involved with London Fashion Week alongside Newcastle Fashion Week for the past 4 or 5 years. My mom was a seamstress growing up, but that was not the motive. I've always wanted to be a computer engineer. But then, you know, seeing the skills of actually cutting pieces and putting them together from using that sack back then or cement bag as pattern cutters. And then, you know, that triggered me to try. Then my mom used to have this butterfly machine, but I never took it serious. It was when, it was like around 2008, 2009, my then late friend Nabil Dalato, I was telling him that, bro, you know, I wanted to really go into fashion, but I don't see the kind of style. And then we started with t-shirts and stuff. So it went really serious when I got into uni. I think it was almost my final year in 2012, and we were asked to come up with a company. So I came up with this software company. I saw that coding was too much, but then I was already wearing clothes, you know, designing. So I was like, okay, let me use my clothing line. So, and you know, when we did the presentation, it's a course called Entrepreneurship and Creativity. My lecturers really, they loved what I did. They saw that I was already in line, you know, on a newspaper in the UK with footballers. I always with them. So, you know, they just pushed the encouragement. So I just felt, okay, you know, it was worth going into. Sacrificing my pocket money to start the brand. I got, for like 2 months, I was counting pennies. And then I had really good friends, but that was really bad because I didn't tell my dad. And it was it's bad to be broke in the UK. It's really bad. And then I was dead broke. You know, it's funny, I didn't tell my dad till the Oprah Winfrey thing came up on the newspaper, and he got like, he called me, he said he got like 60 missed calls that morning. He doesn't pick his phone in the morning. And it was like, Yusuf, in Hausa, so he said he sent me to go and study computing, and I've become a tailor. So I couldn't say anything. He said, but I'm proud of you. That was what he said. So I was like, okay. You know, my mind came down for a bit. My dad asked me one time, he said, how much do you make when you sew clothes? So I told him, it depends on the clients. Like for footballers, I charge them from £800 to 1.5. It says in a month, how much do I make in a good month? I said, yeah, I make maybe up to £7,000. He was like, that's more than my salary. I was like, okay, so continue. So that was where, you know, the whole thing just went well for me. It's not easy like every other career. I mean, fashion, people would not want to say it, but fashion is really expensive. You know, in terms of from creating, in short, the most expensive part of fashion is not even the creating, is when it comes to marketing and brand placement. So it takes a lot to actually put in. People only see the glitter, they don't see the hard work that goes behind it. A tree wouldn't make a forest, because at the end of the day, just because it's your business doesn't mean you can allow other hands to come in and make it work. The roles of young people in development, for me, what I've seen in life and what I've experienced, the kind of people I've been around, has taught me that quit talking and start doing. You can't complain forever. If you complain about old leaders, they started when they were younger. I mean, if you look at the Yakubu Gowon and co, they got into power when they were younger. So if you want to stop the chat and start the work. Personally speaking, and mourning or slandering about issues without bringing a solution on the table. I mean, yeah, there's always a concern and excuse about money, but sometimes there are better ways of doing something without money getting involved. Exchange of services, get people with the same hunger of success or as you have, or the same drive, and you know what, I don't have to exchange money. Could you trade this? I'll trade that for you. Let's trade services. I mean, come out and do something, seek for guidance, seek for support. I learned a lot on YouTube. I learned a lot from friends. The internet is open. Like hard work spotlights creativity. That's what I feel. And once you're hardworking and your stuffs are really dope, people would always come forth, you know. So I think, and for me, that's what I've actually experienced. When you have the right, or you have something that catches the eye, people would always support. So just try and, the people you might want to motivate you may not be there, but always try and watch them closely so you can do your own, the way it suits you. You don't have to copy them, but just do it the way it suits you and understand your environment. That's the most important thing.